Hey, what's up, guys? Back again for another episode. We got the daily crypto news today. As always, myself vibing here. I got my brother with me, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, we like to take a couple minutes out of our day, run through a couple of the news articles that we find that may be important for you to take a look at as well. Hope you guys find some pleasure in the video today. Without further ado, I'll let Scott talk a little bit about himself, and then we'll jump right into the news today.
Yeah, for sure. Scott at BigONE, as you know, part of the social media side of things. So just wanted to come in, say hello today, do our news, which we both love to do. Love to learn that little bit when we're doing it too as well. So yeah, excited to get going.
Oh yeah, as you guys know, man, we always try to give you guys some good insight on what we feel like is going on. We've been looking at a lot of metaverse and gaming pickup. We've seen Bitcoin try to get over some milestones here lately. Haven't been able to really cross. Again, for the last, I feel like I've been saying this for the last week. The market sentiment is still kind of neutral, right? I don't feel like anybody's like ultimate bullish and nobody's ultimate bearish, right? Like, because we're right at that threshold where we need this next double bounce low before we can probably, move up above 60K. But either way, we're here for it. That's a little bit about, what I was feeling about the market. But so one of my first articles today, I had three good ones. So for the first one, it's going to be about IOTA. IOTA set to launch decentralized smart contract platform to expand Web3 ecosystem. So this is going to be really big for IOTA. The Assembly mainnet, which is expected to launch in 2022, has pledged to distribute 70% of its native ASMB token supplied to an array of community participants. So it looks like their IOTA is going to be doing something to be able to basically bridge any smart contract running whatever type it is to different builders. So it's going to give them a little bit of a little bit of shared security, interoperability, and token infrastructure. So they're going to be able to do this, and they're going to call it the Assembly Network. So I would look out for that. I think that's going to be big moves for IOTA.
Yeah, for sure. IOTA is doing a lot of big things. I expect big things out of that whole chain. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on there. I think that we haven't even seen yet, like the full capabilities of it yet. So
yeah, I mean, and then they'll be able to, probably, be compatible with a lot of different virtual machines as well, and offer all different kind of smart contracts that can be bridged. So that's going to be, like I said, they've been making big moves, and I think they'll continue to do it in 22. I would definitely be paying out for the assembly token.
Yeah, for sure. And then my next article, I guess, is I really like this one because it just shows. I have a feeling in some ways that Andy had an impact on this too, but I mean, the amount of articles and different meetings he had at that time. Crypto bill alleging banning private crypto was a mistake, ex-Indian minister says. The former finance secretary of India says that it might be too early to assume the worst for the new crypto bill scheduled to be tabled by the parliament. And he just basically stated that he's changed his mind about the way he originally felt. The new crypto bills need to be adopted comprehensively in India as the blockchain world of cryptocurrency has become way big today and requires proper regulatory measures instead of outright banning. So those words just, to me, ring back to what Andy was saying about it as well, because I mean, he was all about India not banning cryptocurrency, and the reason being that it can be regulated still. So they're taking that step to do regulation and do it the proper way there. So yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's going to be really big. I think they've already been working on a plan over there to go ahead, or some type of legislation bills. I think I read somewhere today that they were introducing new bills for being able to regulate crypto over there in India. So I think that they're going to propose a couple more bills, and once they get those bills out there, I could see that changing up. But if not, I think like Andy says, if people want to do something, they're going to do it, right? They're going to find a way to do it. So to each his own. But I don't think cryptocurrency is going to go anywhere from India for sure.
Yeah.
but definitely was a mistake to ban it. But hopefully they democratize it, and we're not really democratized out there, but hopefully they come together and come to a common playing field and can regulate a centralized version of crypto.
Yeah, definitely.
And since we're talking about markets and stuff like that, I'm gonna jump over to another ETF. So we see ETFs come with Bitcoin. We see ETFs come with Ethereum to get them on the stock exchanges. And now the first NFT focused ETF list on the New York Stock Exchange. The launch comes as Cointelegraph Research Project NFT will hit nearly $18 billion by the end of the year. So it looks like they're going to be putting ETF NFTs. The fund is listed under the ticker symbol NFTs with a Z on the end, so NFTZ, and has a management fee of 65 cents a year. So the fund does not directly buy and hold NFTs. It tracks the index companies operating and intended to venture into the NFT space as well as Metaverse. So this is going to be pretty cool for the people who don't want to go ahead and come all the way over to crypto. It'll give them an opportunity to dabble into the NFT market on a bigger scale. I think some of the notable holdings in the fund include Coinbase, Cloudflare, Playboy Group, Marathon Digital, and HUD 8 Mining. So I think they're gonna have. It'll be cool to mix the stock exchange with some of the NFT and Metaverse world. I think it's gonna be needed. So I think they'll give it a run. I'm not the biggest fan personally of ETFs, but like I said, for the people who don't want to convert all the way over to crypto, this would be a pretty good strategy for them to get involved.
I don't know if that was a sign for me to yawn during a Bitcoin, like just ETFs or whatever. I get so bored.
The ETFs are not fun, right?
No, they're not cryptocurrency. It's just one of those things. So,
yeah. And I mean, they project, if with that adoption though, you got to think like they're talking about NFTs could become, like, people think that crypto is going to be like the internet boom, right? It's so much bigger. Like NFT could become the internet essentially, and then cryptocurrency would be way bigger, right? So like NFTs can be bigger than the internet. So like, these companies and these corporations, they're going to want to get a piece of it. They're going to want to be involved some way, somehow. So they're gonna milk this exchange for as long as they can.
Oh yeah, definitely they will. Yeah. And then my fun one here. I'm gonna talk about this one because I find this good. He realizes that it needs to happen. So why Vitalik's EIP 448 proposal could be the next big thing for the Ethereum network. Recently, the founder, Ethereum Vitalik Buterin, alongside Ansgar Dietrichs, a developer on the network, revealed a new Ethereum improvement proposal. EIP 448 is expected to bring a short-term solution to the network by fixing the increased gas fees that Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solutions are faced with. And it said down here, technical DLDR, EIP 448 reduces the call data cost from 16 to 3 gas per byte with a cap on call date per block to mitigate security risks. So yeah, I like hearing that. That definitely needed to happen because it's brutal with Ethereum. But I mean, as you mentioned, there's other stuff on the go now too because of gas fees and such.
Yeah. I think it's really good for Ethereum. This is going to really, I think, channel more towards the developers trying to build on the platform. There are going to be less fees for them. As far as your everyday person, we don't really get to see those. A lot of Ethereum has to be burned for this to happen, right? That's why they talk about these block sizes. So I don't think your everyday person really gets to feel it, but for the developers, it will bring the cost down a little bit, which essentially should bring the cost down all the way around. I still think it'll take a little bit of time to get it going as fast as it can be going. And in the meantime, you do have other blockchains stepping up. Guys, pay attention to what BNB's doing. They're adding a little bit of a burning feature to their smart contracts. So, and I don't know if it's in a tokenomics type of way or something that gives back or burns more. But I'll do a little bit more research on it tonight, and I'll definitely bring you guys the news tomorrow. But jumping into my last topic, this is going to be one of those things, guys, pay attention to over the next year. There's been a lot of partnerships this year with this next blockchain I'm going to talk about. We haven't really covered a lot about them. But Polygon has been making all kinds of connections this year, whether it be gaming, NFT, lending platform, DeFi. They've been all over, right? So DeFi lending platforms integration with Polygon will facilitate efficient token swaps with deep liquidity. A cryptocurrency trading platform plans to radically change the way lenders, borrowers, and traders interact with DeFi in the integration with Polygon. So what is this really going to mean, right? It's pretty much going to give people more pools to leverage against, right, on these exchanges. You're going to be able to leverage a little bit more on the trading system. They're going to add this, the expansion is going to be called, I don't want to mispronounce it, but it's AUROX. So AUROX, the AUROX expansion. The platform expects to keep its traction going by establishing multiple different partnerships with small calibers in the first months to come. And they've already executed orders with support from dexes like QuickSwap and PancakeSwap. So to see Polygon trying to bridge over to what we were talking about, trying to get over to this BSC network to try to take some of this on, pay attention. These are the layer ones that we talk about. Who's trying to get over to the BSC? Because obviously we know BSC is already the cheapest in gas fees, and they're doing something to make it even less on your gas fees. And then if somebody can get a bridge over here that's compatible with the EVM, get everything locked up with Ethereum and BSC, it's going to be really exciting times, whether you're on the Polygon side or the BSC side. So this is really good news. I was really excited. We talked about it a little bit the other week about what layer one will build a bridge over towards the BSC network.
Yeah, and it's needed, like you said. It's like one of those things that needs to happen. So
I mean, it's DeFi, right? Like, so if it's all DeFi, like it's got to be, it shouldn't be left Twix versus right Twix with DeFi. It should just be, all of DeFi together. And when I say left Twix, right Twix, I'm talking about BSC versus Ethereum. So
yeah, for sure. Well, here's my last wonderful article. Got a kick out of this. $106 million worth of Metaverse land sold last week. Undoubtedly, Metaverse land is the next big hit in the NFT space, outputting record sales numbers and constantly increasing NFT prices. Virtual worlds are the new top commodity in crypto space. And it just basically says, Tuesday post from the decentralized application analytics firm reported that between November 22nd and November 28th, activity was booming on the Sandbox, Decentraland, Crypto Voxels, and I don't know how to say it, Somnium space, with a combined 105.8 million worth of trading volume, among them from more than 6,000 traders. So I mean the actual number too, I mean 6,000 traders, that's not a huge amount of traders either for $106 million, I guess. So, well, those are some big fish that are buying up land right now is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. They were saying out of the last 4 projects listed, Decentraland has the biggest NFT land over the last 30 days, with plot consisting of 116 parcels of land in a virtual fashion district selling for more than 618,000 mana tokens, which is around $2.7 million. So, and on the same day, that was the same day that mega yacht was sold for 666,000 worth of ETH. So it's good to see, Decentraland and the Metabox and Sandbox, starting to put the community's money together to build something bigger, right? And that's what it's all about. When you can get communities to come together, bring their wealth in. This is what the metaverse is going to do, in my mind. And you're going to have all these people in the metaverse. Now you can bring all your crypto communities to the metaverse as well. Have your cryptocurrency project maybe purchase a plot of land and give your community a space to go and hang out. nothing would be better than that, right? Like, so for the people, you know, like maybe developers out there listening, if you guys are starting some type of token, try to implement this into your token, you know, where you have a community that could be met up. Instead of being on Telegram, you guys meet up in the metaverse, or you have a community that's in the metaverse, like your Discord group. So just something else to think about. But I'm gonna jump into, I got my creative juices flowing with that one. But I'm gonna jump into the last segment that we like to do before we get out of here. We're gonna take a look at the total market cap and see what's going on for crypto. So we're gonna jump over to Coin Geico right now. The total market cap today is at $2.74 trillion, down 0.9%. So not really much movement. Still a lot of sideways movement. Bitcoin dominance at 38.9. Ethereum got up a little bit to 19.6. So still looks prime for the altcoins to take off. I don't see Bitcoin taking off in the next few days. I kind of see it bouncing around once or twice more before it starts trying to pick its way back up over the 58 to 59 mark. But as always, guys, we appreciate you coming by, kicking it with us for a couple of minutes, hearing a little bit about the news, finding out what we like to do with our spare time in the news. And guys, make sure you click the like, subscribe, or comment button, as well as follow any of the links to take you to our Telegram or to the website. As always, guys, we appreciate it. Until tomorrow, peace.
See you guys later. Have a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.